He's Chase Sr. I'm Harrison Graham. Be sure to subscribe to the Ravens Rundown, youtube.com/RavensTV, because we also have a Ravens channel, and we'll have you guys covered on everything Baltimore Ravens. And before we get into today's Ravens video, rank the teams in the AFC North.
What a tough duty.
4 teams, rank them. If games were played today, and let's just play this game as if Deshaun Watson's not suspended. I know he probably will be, but let's just say he's not. I think I'm going to go Cleveland 1, Baltimore 2, Cincy 3, Pittsburgh 4, or is it Cincy 2, Ravens 3?
With the way that the Bengals stacked up on that offensive line.
I might go Cincy 2. I don't want
Lyle
Ravens.
Collins, Alex Kappa.
I don't want Ravens fans to crucify me.
Hey, it's close.
All 4 are good.
Yeah.
Buckle up. It's going to be a fun year. So answer that question and let us know. And if you think we're idiots, then, well, you're probably right. All right, how about this, Chase? Could the Ravens trade for Devante Parker after trading for Tyreek Hill? Some reports, some rumors have dropped that the Dolphins could shop Parker. He's had a wild career. He was kind of a bust early. Then he had like 2 really good years. He got a contract, and he kind of hasn't been great again. He's had some injury problems.
Yeah.
Would you bring him to Baltimore if it was a cheap enough trade?
At 6'3", with really good size, he can high point the football, still a really good athlete. He's just on the outside looking in on that wide receiver depth chart for the Miami Dolphins right now after acquiring Tyreek Hill. You have Jalen Waddle.
Cedric Wilson.
You have Cedric Wilson now as your number 3. So where does that land Devante Parker? Now, in 2019, he was a baller. He was a stud. Yeah. That then led to him getting a monster contract. But this goes to show you the potential that he has. In 2019, 72 grabs, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. In 2020, the production slips down to 63 catches, 793 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And then in 2021, he was just so up and down. So too were the Miami Dolphins as an offense. Tua Tagovailoa, the production even decreases further to 40 catches, 515 yards. So he was a bust, like you talked about. He plays really well. He gets the bag, but then since getting the bag, he's really been mediocre. Could a change of scenery help him out? Maybe, and I like him as a complementary piece next to these Ravens options.
Well, look, you got the speedster Marquise Brown and Devante Parker on the other side. I think it's interesting. I like Parker's upside. You talk about it. I think his fit with Lamar is actually pretty good as a guy who likes to throw the deep ball, jump ball type of thrower in Lamar
50-50
Jackson.
balls.
Yeah, he's willing to take chances, and Parker's pretty good at that. I mean, he's kind of a poor man's Allen Robinson, and a mock Parker trade that producer Jeremy Chuggs cooked up. Look, if you can get him for a 6, you got to take on some of that contract. That's not bad, man. We've talked about this for years. The Ravens receivers need to get better. They tried to get Sammy Watkins last year. Shocker, he got hurt again.
Yeah.
Devante Parker next to Marquise Brown with the tight end of Mark Andrews. That's not a bad little trio there in Baltimore if Parker can wake back up. So what do you think? Would you make the trade? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I might gamble here if I'm Baltimore, but get your votes in the comments.
6th-round pick? Why not? Swing for it.
You're trying to win. Let's go win if you're Baltimore. All right, speaking of trades, how about trading Marquise Brown? This kind of surfaced when Bill Barnwell kind of speculated that the Kansas City Chiefs could come calling after they traded Tyreek Hill to come try and get Marquise Brown. Similar stylistic players, but obviously Marquise isn't quite the player Tyreek Hill is. Lamar Jackson, Chase, shot that down real quick. He said, "Excuse my French, sir, but hell nah. I don't think they're going to trade Marquise Brown."
You know what's sneaky is that Hollywood Brown had more than 1,000 yards receiving and 90 grabs. He's a good player, and he dropped a lot.
He probably dropped 300 yards worth of catches
easily. So those numbers could have been even better. If Lamar Jackson wants Marquise Brown on his roster, he ain't going anywhere.
No, and this, of course, comes off the heels of Tyreek Hill getting traded to Miami. Obviously, the Chiefs are, looking to make moves. They signed Marquez Valdes-Scantling, but I don't think Baltimore is going to help him out by trading him Marquise Brown. Would you trade Hollywood for a 2nd-round pick? I'm not punting on this guy right now.
Either.
The upside is still massive.
Year 3.
He's still been productive. The drops have been a problem, but he's still been really good.
Yeah.
Type T for trade, type P for pass. Let us know how you guys feel about this one. And by the way, we have a deal for you guys. T-shirt hat combo for $30. Charm City. I love it. Chatsports.com/Ravens combo. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Go check that out for you Ravens fans. It's the flock out there. Pick up this combination. Chatsports.com/Ravens combo. Let's break down Mel Kiper's mock draft for Baltimore, Chase. Tyler Linderbaum, you don't re-sign Bradley Bozeman. He moves on to Carolina. Best center in the draft. Usually centers don't go this high, but if you have a 10-year player, I'd say it's probably worth it.
Guy's a baller. 2021 had just an awesome season. I love the nastiness in which he plays with.
Fits their
1
scheme,
sack
too.
in 2021, 2 hits, 4 quarterback hurries. When he had a quarterback back there who was an absolute statue, a guy in Spencer Petras who you and I do not like at all. I couldn't believe that Bozeman got only like $3 million from Carolina. It's one of the best centers on the market. This is an ideal replacement, and I mean ideal. He might be available, too.
He's a mauler. He's a little under 300, but he's light on his feet. He's still powerful. And you look at the run grade there from PFF. What do the Ravens do? They pound the rock in between the tackles, and that's what Linderbaum is as a center. You're talking about a 10-year starter in the NFL. I think this would be an absolute no-brainer. Now, here's what Kiper had to say about Linderbaum. Quote, "The Ravens would be thrilled with this scenario. They just let Bradley Bozeman, who started at center in 21 and then at guard in 19 and 20, walk in free agency, and they don't have a replacement on the roster. Linderbaum would be an improvement, not just an instant replacement. As I've said a couple of times, he's one of the best center prospects of the past decade." And that speaks volumes with a guy like Creed Humphrey coming out last year, who was maybe the best center in the NFL as a rookie. And we saw the impact he had, which is why bringing him on board to be your center would leave you in a good spot. You've got your tackles. You went out and got Morgan Moses. Stanley's one of the better tackles in the NFL. You put Linderbaum in the center here, Chase. You're feeling good about this offensive line.
Feeling a lot better about the offensive line than I was last year, especially when they get back some of those reinforcements after this offensive line and really the entire roster for Baltimore
Running backs
just crushed by injuries. Can't wait to see J.K. Dobbins run behind this offensive line.
Gus Bus, too, hopefully. Grade the pick, A, B, C, D, or F, when it comes to Tyler Linderbaum and Baltimore. We both think it's good. Let us know how you guys feel about it. Drop a letter grade down in the comments. And one more time, subscribe to the Ravens Rundown, youtube.com/Ravens TV. Producer Jeremy Chuggs, he's cranking out scripts and graphics for us to host some shows for you guys as often as possible. The more subs we get, the more videos he's allowed to cook up for you guys. youtube.com/Ravens TV. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.